Well, good morning, everybody. Hope you're having an amazing and blessed day here this Friday. Super exciting. I hope you have a great weekend planned. We are doing a lot better here, getting healthier and stronger. So that is fantastic. And so I'm going to jump right in. We're going to talk about the 10 commandments today to finish up what we've been talking about, the law. And really what I want to, the point of this is really to understand the why of the law, to give you kind of a basis of why we have the law and what the 10 commandments are. And so we're just going to hop right in. Here it is, the 10 commandments. First one is you shall have no other gods before me. You shall not make idols. Those two are pretty much combined, that we should not worship other things but God. And why? Because if we make things our gods, like money or cars or items, or we handcraft something and say, this is my God, I'm going to worship it, which is kind of ridiculous because it's something you made. But the point is, all of those things will fail. All of those things will fall. And if anybody comes against those things or attacks those things, we will attack back. But the thing is, if God is bigger than anybody else. I don't have to be afraid that somebody's doesn't like God, because he's strong enough. Hey, bud. And so then also, so the next one is, you shall not take the Lord God in vain. And that's another one, because we need to understand the power of our words, and cursing our own God would be ridiculous. Next one, number 4, remember the Sabbath, which is a huge thing that nobody really talks about in our culture, because the Sabbath in our culture is an abomination. The idea of taking time off to rest and connect with God. And we harp on the next 6 laws continuously, but completely forget about the Sabbath, which in my opinion is hypocrisy, but is also not balanced. It's not bringing balance to what we understand for the law. So the next one, honor your father and mother. That's a big one, and that's the only law with a promise to it. And obviously your parents are older than you no matter what, and we should listen to them, right? That makes sense. So then you shall not murder, you shall not commit adultery, you shall not steal, you shall not bear false witness. All of those laws brings harm to other people around us, and those are not good. And then the last one, you shall not covet. Now that's not being jealous or saying, oh my gosh, they have that sweet car, I want it. What coveting is saying, I want that, and if I can't have it, they can't have it. And that's extremely destructive, and we never have to have that attitude. So the point of all of this is to understand the why of the law is powerful, and change things from a have to. I don't want you to have to follow the law. None of us wants to. God doesn't want us to have to follow the law. He wants us to want to follow the law. And if we understand the law and understand it will bring life to us and those around us, then we want to follow it. But also, we have to realize that the law doesn't fix anything. It's not going to fix anything until we do it, but we can't do that on our own. We need God's grace and ability in us to do it. So then why are we expecting non-believers to follow these laws? It's just foolishness to me. They don't even have value for it. We can't even do it without connecting with God in a serious way. And then we're expecting unbelievers not only to do it, but to have value for it. And it's like, come on, let's connect them with Jesus. Then they'll have value for it. And how are we going to connect them with Jesus? Well, our life is going to show how great it is. It's not an argument. It's not something we beat over people's heads. It's if our life is so great and amazing and blessed, and we're following God's wisdom and law, and we're living in the kingdom, and his blessings are upon us, people are going to want that. Now, if we're a bunch of cranky old biddies that are yelling and screaming at people saying, get right, do right, be right, nobody gonna want to be like that. We have to show that walking with God is awesome, productive and a blessing. And so that is kingdom balance. That's what I'm talking about, understanding the balance between the law. It doesn't fix anything, but walking in it does make life bring life, gives it purpose. So your action step today is your want to working? Do you want to do these things? Is this working? Do you want these things to happen? And if not, connect with him and say, I want this. Change me. Change my heart so that it's a want to, not a have to. It shouldn't be a have to. It should be a want to, because we know it's going to bring life. We want to work out because it's going to bring life, even though we don't really want to. So anyway, have an amazing and blessed weekend. We will talk to you next week.